Alright guys, what's up? Here in a game between MW, also known as Mark24, over here on the top left hand side playing K through Forest, and here on the right hand side we have yshifai playing Kanan. And so far it's kind of just a standout game, kind of just holding up. There's no ranged out for either of them, so that they don't really have to push the point so far. They can both just stand back. And that usually does favor Kanan, because once they do get that plus 15 HP from Boost, War Banner, and Kanan of Artaris, they do pretty well. Maybe I should turn some sounds on, just so we hear a little bit of what's happening here in the game. And I do have other people here in chat, but they're not chatting. What's up, guys?
How you doing today?
Hello. There we go. Alright, so we got the Enforcer of the Circle going in on this Kanan slipped. Nah, it's not the best idea. He does have 6 armor because of that bold. It's still dangerous though, because let's see if he has pack leader. Yeah, this makes him pretty dangerous because let's see how many attacks he has. He has 2 attacks, 3 attacks from the Kanan slipped, 2 attacks from the Howler with that pack leader. If he can oh, he has mobility. Alright, well he can just run away right away. So it wasn't as dangerous as I thought.
Going off the point you said earlier, where the Kanan really kind of want to sit around for a bit and get their boost and their stacks going on, how would you play out the aggression on this? Would you have gone in and tried to do a little bit of poking and try to agitate them at this point? Or what's the best way to deal with putting them on the back foot so they can't get that boost up and running?
Yeah, I mean, they do pretty good in these stalls, like I said. But they don't have any range. I think what Marcus did was pretty good there. Just move in and then move out again with that bolt. He does need to make sure his Enforcer of the Circle. He has Teleport 1, so he could. yshifai kind of has to watch out for his bottom font. But on the other hand, if that Rage of the Circle does die, the Limbo, that one zombie, will come out under the control of yshifai. So you might want to see if you can get a pull off with a harpoon on that Rage of the Circle and get it killed quick. It only has 0 armor and only 50 health, so it's a pretty easy kill. Alright, so going in on the 7 armor Enforcer, not the best idea here in my opinion. Maybe if he could somehow get rid of the armor first, it'd be good. Let's see, this Rage of the Circle can teleport in next turn, and they can go for the Howler and kill it actually. Yeah, they can kill the Howler next turn.
Probably have to deploy something, or at least a relic at his bottom font to keep that scavenger off of it.
Yeah, that's true. Also, his top font is also being a little bit, attacked. It's the Elven Tree Collar coming in as well. Or a 2 and Forage on that scavenger. Alright, so good amount of damage on the Enforcer, but he's not dead, so we'll see what happens.
To be honest, Gnomes, he might have cast Whispers of the Mind on that Rage of the Circle.
What?
Which is why he went in. He might have cast Whispers of the Mind on the Rage of the Circle, so if he tries to go in and, try to kill the Howler, he's just going to waste all the EP.
That's true. Looks like he's going for the slipped, but yeah, you're right, if he does, that's a good idea. Dictate. Let's see. Well done, well said. There it is. There's the Whispers of the Mind. Won't be able to get a kill off. There's only 12 damage on that Investigator and 2 hits from the Circle. That's not enough. He'll need a spell of some sort. If he plays any spell though that's too expensive, he won't be able to deploy on the bottom font, which would be dangerous for him.
He does have the War Banner out there, so he won't be able to capture it at least.
Oh wait, that is a kill actually on the slipped because of the Manic, and it's 14 damage on the Rage of the Circle. Yeah, so the Manic will kill the Kanan slipped right away. But he could get a kill on that Rage of the Circle though, because of the he hasn't moved, so he doesn't have that bold procced, which is nice. So he could get a kill maybe with the Kanan Lasher attack. Let's see, 1, 2. No, he's one out of the way with the Kanan Lasher, so he'd have to drive. It'd be 11. Oh, and there's the blinded Howler. Okay, so Emerald. So cleansing Emerald plus a spell. Oh, yeah, no, he's dead. Okay. Cleansing Emerald plus a spell. and he could kill this enforcer of the circle. Well, yeah, no, I think he needs a spell. He'd be at 11. That's times 2. He'd be at 11 to 9. Yeah, he needs a spell and or more damage.
Enough damage.
And an emerald. Alright, so he's going to the bottom font. He might just run away with the Howler then. Or go for the Nora Globe, which would be dangerous. Yeah, okay, he doesn't have a spell then. So he's gonna have to back off with that Howler. He doesn't have anything to cleanse that blind at all. Kanan Howler on the top font, pretty good idea though. Huh?
He's most likely going to wait for something like a Kanan Alpha or another slip if he has one. Because right now, like even if he tries to do anything next turn, he risks losing a Howler, and it will just be a chain of deaths, more or less.
Ooh, so he does go in for the Nora Globe. Oh, okay. Well then, there's that perfect kill with the
vertical push.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep.
Also, I think it was a good deploy for that Kanan Howler on the top. That means that the young sapling doesn't really want to be up there anymore. Kind of dangerous for him because he's only at 30 health. If he plays a spell and maybe somehow gets a kill with that Howler, that'd be another swarm.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, if he taps again, he has a kill on the Howler.
He also has blind on it next turn, and so unless he draws a cleanse, he can afford to let it live and save the AP if he needs to.
He can also grant the aura to the rage, save AP. Yep. He's doing that.
Let's see. 21, 14 plus
24.
6. What would work is to kill the relic. You could use a magnetize to kill it really quickly. But the font's so close to the shrine, it wouldn't really matter. You won't get this font anyway. Yeah, there's another Radiant Circle. And then an Elven Tree Caller. I wonder why he plays the Tree Caller. It's not like he's playing trees. But I guess he did already make 30 HP plus 54. Yeah, he's already at 84 HP with this Tree Caller and Young Sapling combo. So that's pretty strong. So he shouldn't attack that Radiant Circle.
Pyro said, well, this is weird.
Yo, Burn, what's up? Anyway, so the Kanan Lasher shouldn't go for that Radiant Circle because of that paralytic feedback. That would be a bad idea. He needs more deploys. He's at 3 champions versus 4, plus that sapling, which is pretty beefy to be honest. 30 HP.
Burn Pyro said, what game we watching?
Mark versus yshifai. Yshifai. Alright, so he finally gets some ranged out of his own. Finally has that Kanan Crone out. Good for Grant Electricity Aura as well. Surge Kanan on it, so it gets some damage later. C7. So teleport is getting out of range. He will still get attacked by a Manic though. Let's see. There and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so the Kanan Scavenger is still in range for a Manic attack. You need to move him like 1 or more, I think. And then he drives the Rage of the Circle to get that damage off because he can't auto attack anyhow. That's pretty funny. Yeah, well, the balance happened again, so it's pretty strong. Alright, so now Mark gets both of these Nora globes, which is pretty strong. Gets around 30 to 40 Nora. Yeah, and here's the manic that can still happen on the scavenger. Yeah, I think it was a good it was a good Whispers of the Mind on that Rage of the Circle beforehand, but because he still got the kill on the scavenger, I mean on the slipped, it didn't really matter, and then he didn't have the damage after that to get a swarm off with his howler. And then since then, he's just kind of falling behind now. He just doesn't have the damage out, and he kind of just keeps sending champs in one by one. Yeah, this howler.
So would you call it good play on Mark's part, or would you call it poor play on yshifai's? Because like you were saying earlier about the Kanan needing to swarm up and everything, do you think instead of going forward and getting on that enforcer there that had the 7 defense, it would have been wiser just to kind of stand back, keep contesting the font, but make sure you can stack those buffs before initiating and going fairly aggressive like you did?
Yeah, definitely. Especially how Kanan worked. He wasn't in range for a good you know, fuel rage attack with the slipped. He was, you know, he shattered peaks. He can, you know, keep deploying with all these fonts out. Versus Kather Forest, they don't have any, you know, late game potential. Maybe trees do themselves, but not this KF deck that I can see. And yeah, he should have waited. He doesn't. He only has that Warbanner out right now. They can get plus 15 HP. It gets pretty absurd. He should have waited. Might have also been bad, you know, rune rune showings, whatever it's called.
Draws?
Yeah, exactly, rune draws. So that was a little bit bad luck as well. What would have been strong is if he went in with that slipped and the howler and then used pack savagery. I don't know why he didn't, because you should have 2 times of that rune. It's only 40 Nora, and it's a free attack against every adjacent champion. That would have gotten them kill. Yeah. Maybe if he doesn't have that, if he didn't. There's the Idol of Canatars though, so that's nice. Yeah, that howler now blinded as well though. So. Yeah, and if Scavenger decides to attack this turn or decides to double tap, he will die the turn after. See, whatever, 14, 28, 30, yeah, he'll be dead. 38 damage. Alright, so he does wisely run away from that Rage of the Circle. So he doesn't get triple tapped from 2 autos and 1 manic. And the aura.
So if he was planning on using the blind on the howler anyways, do you see any reason he would leave his young sapling back instead of helping or coming in and helping out the tree caller?
I don't
really understand that play.
Well, because I mean he doesn't need the help. He's already pretty far ahead. Also, he's probably, I mean, it's dangerous if there's some kind of play with a cleansing emerald to get that cleanse off. So I mean, he could run the sapling down to the shrine and start, like, pressuring down there and just attacking that. But there's no real point to move in on that howler or anything. He's fine. He has enough with that mid font. He can, come to help. It's easy enough. But he could move him forward a little bit. That's true. You can move him like 6 forward, just so he has that 4 AP left. That's not a bad idea. And then next turn.
So why did he waste the 1 AP on the Rage of the Circle here? He was 2 spaces out for Manic, but he moved 1 space forward, and I don't really see the benefit of that, because the auras trigger at the beginning of the opponent's turn where Manic happens at the end of your turn, so he would have got the auras regardless from moving into range. Is there any reason he wasted that 1 AP? I mean, I'm sure it isn't going to matter in the long run, but just as a micro point.
No, I don't know. Because he wanted to be funny.
Just the Manic, the double auras.
Yeah, very nice. 8 damage. Yeah, now it's gonna be three fonts to one. That Cannon Howler's still blinded. Now if he can get a kill here on the tree collar if is he 7/7? No, he needs a little bit more damage, and he can get a kill on the tree collar.
Unless he cleanses, of course.
Yeah, but even if he cleanses, he's still only at 14 damage. No, that helps. Now he needs to cleanse though. There you go.
There you go.
Gets the
Swarm.
yeah, gets the swarm. If he attacks, there you go. Oh, boost from Elven Tree Caller works on elves as well, not only trees. That's cool. That's why he plays them. Yeah, and now that sapling
Because
does
he
have to
picks
deal
an
with it.
upgrade, that's why.
Yeah. And now that young sapling does have to kind of run away, he could get killed pretty easily. Even the Rage of the Circle is actually kind of in danger. Does have pretty low HP. Only 28 on him. And if I mean he won't swarm him because that the limbo thing will come out, but still. Alright, so the Radiant Circle and that bottom font taking out the Animus. I think it's called Animus, right? Or no, it's the other one, Scavenger. Alright. Now he has swap up, which is nice. Yeah, but this crone is dead pretty much. Double attack, triple attack, yeah. Well, actually. Well, he has aura as well. Yeah, so with the aura, he'll kill the Canyon Crone, I think. See, 12, and then he has 4 damage here. Yeah, perfect kill with that Rage of the Circle. Also, endurance gonna help a lot to mitigate that damage on that Rage of the Circle, so he doesn't die as easily. Oh, and there you go. And an Elven Page. Perfect kill though. And now his bottom font is danger. His top font he won't get back. Yeah, this is game. I don't think he can't swarm anything anymore either with that 40 HP on him and enduring aura, so he pretty much has 2 armor. Well, I guess he can try.
He's gonna need the swarm if he has any chance here.
Yeah, still doesn't have enough damage though. Alright, gonna kill the young sapling, but now
He can swarm the young sapling. If he can keep the Howler alive for an extra turn, I mean, he's not gonna win, but it will be more than anything else.
Okay, well, he doesn't feel like killing.
I'm not sure about that. Yeah.
Doesn't want the swarm, instead going for the kill on the Rage of the Circle to get that limbo champion out. But let's see, no aura or anything on any of these champs, so that Rage of the Circle is still alive with 3 HP.
The young sapling will die to Chard at least, so maybe he didn't want to waste AP on that.
Yeah, so
Granted, he would have gotten the swarm, but I don't necessarily agree with that.
Yeah.
Actually, Gnome's stats Rage is going to have 5 health, yeah. Because Endurance Aura works on dots
Right.
as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, which keeps the young sapling alive as well.
There you go, GG.